Hello, I welcome you to this show of the multi-choice questions. Today, we are going to answer 50 multi-choice questions, and we are looking at the topic of the diversity of living things. Part 1. So please settle down, prepare your minds, and we start our questions. These multi-choice questions are similar to the ones set by UNEB, KCSE, GCSE, IGCSE examination boards. You have limited time to select a best alternative. You will see the green button. The green button indicates that is the correct alternative. But don't worry. The correct alternative will be highlighted after you looking at all the available alternatives. Other available alternatives which may not be the correct alternatives will be indicated by the red button. I wish you the best of luck. Please don't forget to visit my YouTube channel. Just type in Joshua Mugabi in YouTube or Mugabi Joshua. You will see my channel and enjoy all various programs that are there. Let's start our questions. Question 1. A bat is a mammal because A. It does not possess feathers. B. It has specialized teeth. C. It has 4 limbs. And D. Its digits have claws. What is the answer? The answer is B. It has specialized teeth. Question 2. Proceeding outward from the center, the parts of a flower are of A. Stamens, petals, pistils, sepals. B. Stamens, sepals, pistils, petals. C. Pistils, stamens, petals, sepals. D. Pistils, petal, sepals, stamen. Which one is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is C. Pistils, stamen, petal, sepals. Question 3. Which of the following best explain the abundance of fungi? They, option A, are resistant to disease infection. B, reproduce both asexually and sexually. C, both have no problems of finding food. D, can survive in any habitat. What is the correct option? The correct option is B, reproduce both asexually and sexually. Question 4. Arthropods are sometimes said to be vertebrates turned inside out because of A. Spiracles. B. Ventral nervous system. C. Exoskeleton. D. Jointed legs. Which one is the best alternative? The best alternative is C. Exoskeleton. Question 5. Which of the following is an incorrect statement concerning the cell membrane? A. Prevents certain substances leaving the cell. B. Holds cells together. C. Allows substances to enter or leave the cell. D. Surrounds each animal cell. Which one is the correct option? The correct option is B. Holds cells together. Question 6. The insect which undergoes complete metamorphosis in its life cycle is a option A. Cockroach. B. Butterfly. C. Grasshopper. D. Locust. Which one is the best alternative? The best alternative is B. Butterfly. Question 7. One of the following groups of insects have similar feeding habits. Option A. Bees, mosquito, caterpillar. Option B. Housefly, cockroach, praying mantis. Option C. Sassaflies, housefly, caterpillar. Option D. Butterfly, bees, bedbugs. Which one is the best option? The best option is D. B. Butterfly and bedbugs. Question 8. The vertebrates have the following except A. Backbones. B. Spinal cords. C. Vertebral columns. D. Skull. Which one is the best option? The best alternative is A. Backbones. Question 9. Which of the following characteristics does the mosquito not have? A. 2 pairs of wings. B. Jointed limbs. C. Piercing and sucking proboscis. D. 2 compound eyes. Which one is the best alternative? The best alternative is A. 2 pairs of wings. Question 10. Which of the following is not found in the cytoplasm? A. Nucleus. B. Cell wall. C. Cell vacuole. D. Nuclear membrane. Which one is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is B. Cell wall. Question 11. All these are functions of the cuticle except A. Protect the leaf from entry of bacteria and fungi. B. Reduce evaporation of water and mechanical injury. C. Carries out cuticular transpiration. D. Regulates the size of the stomach. Which one is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is D. Regulates the size of the stomata. Question 12. Animal cells store their starch in form of A. Glycogen. B. Glucose. C. Sugar. D. Amino acids. Which one is the best alternative? The best alternative is A. Glycogen. Question 13. Compound eyes help insects to A. See stationary objects. B. Observe objects in details. C. Differentiate the different colors of insects. D. View moving objects. Which one is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is B. Observe objects in details. Question 14. Cartilaginous fish differ from bony fish in that they have A. Bony endoskeleton. B. Operculum covering the gill slits. C. No operculum covering the gill slits. D. The endoskeleton which is not sharp and pointed. Which of the following is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is C. No operculum covering the gill slits. Question 15. Which one of the following characteristics may be used to determine whether leaves are compounds? A. Nature of margin. B. Number of leaflets. C. Types of ventilation. D. Presence of leaflets. Which of the following is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is D. Presence of leaflets. Question 16. Below are the names of groups of animals. Into which group would you place the rat? A. Amphibian. B. Reptile. C. Arthropods. D. Mammal. Which of these alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is D. Mammals. Question 17. A maize grain has the tester of the seed fused with the pericarp of the flute. This type of fluid is known as A. Caryopsis. B. Schizocarp. C. Legume. D. Urchin. Which of the following is the best alternative? The best alternative is A. Caryopsis. Question 18. Genetic material in the cell is located in the A. Cytoplasm. B. Chromosomes. C. Nucleus. D. Membrane. Which of the following is the best alternative? The best alternative is C. Nucleus. Question 19. Which one of the following body structure does not share a common activity with the rest? A. Malpighian layer. B. Meristem. C. Skin epidermis. D. Cambium. Which of the following is the best alternative? The best alternative is C. Skin epidermis. Question 20. Which of the following is not true of plant and animal cells? They both A. Synthesize starch. B. Synthesize protein. C. Absorb water. D. Respire. Which of the following is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is A. Synthesize starch. Question 21. Which of the following is true about a species? A. It is bigger unit of classification. B. The members have no resemblance. C. The members can be interbred. D. The members are of the same genetic makeup. Which of the following is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is C. The members can be interbred. Question 22. A cockroach, a spider belong to phylum Arthropoda because of them having A. Body division. B. 2 pairs of antennae. C. 3 pairs of legs. D. Jointed limbs. Which of the following is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is D. Jointed limbs. Question 23. Which of the following is a modified root? A. Sweet potato tuber. B. Rhizome. C. Irish potato tuber. D. Corn. Which of the following is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is A. Sweet potato tuber. Question 24. Which of the following is not a larva? A. Caterpillar. B. Maggot. C. Chrysalis. D. Wriggler. Which one of the following is the correct alternative? The answer is D. Wriggler. Question 25. Which of the following sets are all invertebrates? A. Worm, fish, echinoderms, mollusks. B. Protozoa, hydra, roundworm, arthropod. C. Reptiles, birds, mammal, fish. D. Mollusc, arthropoda, lizards, worms. Which of the following alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is B. Protozoa, hydra, roundworm, arthropods. Question 26. Which of the following is a flatworm? A. Planaria. B. Coral. C. Tapeworm. D. Liverfruit. Which of the following alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is C. Tapeworm. Question 27. In fish, gill rakers provide A. Protection for the gill filaments. B. Attachment of the gill filaments. C. extra source for gaseous exchange. D. Is a transport of dissolved oxygen. Which of the following alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is A. Protection for the gill filaments. Question 28. Which of the following is not a characteristic of dicots? A. Taproots. B. Fibrous roots. C. Two cotyledons. D. Network veins. Which of the following alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is B. Fibrous roots. Question 29. A fish differs from amphibian in that the amphibian A. has paired limbs with typically 5 digits. B. breathes through the gills. C. has a body covered with scales. D. has body temperature that varies with surroundings. Which of the following alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is A. has paired limbs with typically 5 digits. Question 30. Two organisms which can interbreed are said to belong to the same A. family, B. species, C. class, D. environment. Which of the following alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is B. species. Question 31. Which of the following parts of a microscope magnifies the object? A. eyepiece and mirror. B. objective lens and mirror. C. eyepiece and objective lens. D. eyepiece and fine adjustment. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is C. eyepiece and objective lens. Question 32. The magnification produced by a microscope depends on its A. eyepiece, B. objective lens, C. mirror and objective lens, D. eyepiece and objective lens. Which of the following alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is D. eyepiece and objective lens. Question 33. Which of the following combinations of words about amoeba are related? A. pseudopodia, reproduction. B. nucleus, movement. C. contractile virtue, water. D. ectoplasm, digestion. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The best alternative is C. contractile virtue, water. Question 34. Which of the following is not true about the cell wall? It is A. Freely permeable, B. Non-living, C. Selectively permeable, D. Found in plants. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is C. Selectively permeable. Question 35. The housefly belongs to the phylum A. Annelida, B. Arthropoda, C. Chordata, D. Platyhelminths. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The best alternative is B. Arthropoda. Question 37. The part of the cell where respiration occurs is the A. Nucleus, B. Cytoplasm, C. Cell virtue, D. Chloroplast. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is B. Cytoplasm. Question 38. The following diseases are spread by the mosquitoes except A. Dysentery, B. Yellow fever, C. Dengue fever, D. Elephantiasis. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is A. Dysentery. Question 39. To which of the following groups do mosses belong? A. Angiosperms, B. Ferns, C. Bryophytes, D. Gymnosperms. Which of the following alternatives is a correct alternative? The correct alternative is B. Bryophytes. Question 40. These represent the female part of the flower except A. Ovary, B. Anther, C. Pistil, D. Stigma. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is B. Anther. Question 41. Nerves, spinal cord, and the brain make up A. A tissue, B. A system, C. An organism, D. An organ. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is B. A system. Question 42. A spider are distinguished from insects by the fact that spiders have A. A hard outer skeleton. B. 4 pairs of legs. C. A large abdomen. D. Jointed legs. Which of the following alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is B. 4 pairs of legs. Question 43. A cockroach is an insect because it A. Has wings. B. Breathes through spiracles. C. Undergoes complete metamorphosis. D. Has 6 legs. Which of the following alternatives is the best alternative? The best alternative is D. Has 6 legs. Question 44. The vegetative body of the fungus is called A. Thallus. B. Hypha. C. Protonema. D. Mycelium. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is A. Thallus. Question 45. Which of the following shows the correct order of cell organization? A. Organism to system to organ. B. Tissue to organ to organism. C. Organ to tissue to organism. D. Tissue to organ to system. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is D. Tissues to organ to system. Question 46. Which of the following may not be found in a plant cell? A. Cell membrane. B. Glycogen granule. C. Mitochondria. D. Vacuole. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is B. Glycogen granules. Question 47. A dry fluid that spreads along more than 2 sutures is called A. Follicle. B. Capsule. C. Legume. D. Palm. Which of the following alternatives is the correct alternative? The correct alternative is B. Capsule. Question 48. Chloroplasts are found in A. Animal cells. B. All plant cells. C. The vacuole. D. Green plant cells. Which of the following alternatives is a correct alternative? The correct alternative is D. Green plant cells. Question 49. The main difference between monocot and dicot stems is that in dicots, A, the vesicular bundles are distributed all over. B, there is a wide pith. C, there is no cambium. D, the vesicular bundle are arranged in the ring. Which one of the following alternatives is a correct alternative? The correct alternative is D. The vesicular bundle are arranged in the ring. Question 50. Which of the following sets of flower parts do not match? A, sepal and petals together form the perianth. B, sepals form the calyx. C, petals form the corona. D, carpels form the androecium. Which of the following alternatives is a correct alternative? The correct alternative is D. Carpels form the androecium. Thank you very much for participating in these multi-choice questions about the diversity of living things, part 1. Those were the first 50 questions. Prepare your mind to go for the second section of another 50 questions. My name is Joshua Mugabi once again. I thank you very much for joining us. I welcome you to my YouTube channel. Go in, type in Joshua Mugabi or Mugabi Joshua. It will bring you a page with full of educative programs. Thank you and God bless you. Let's meet in multiple choice question, diversity of living things, part 2.